So while I appreciate and somewhat admire the sentiment behind wanting the two protest movements, the Tea Party movement and the Occupy movement, to unify to present a coherent force against broken government, I think there's some distinctions that you've not made, and I'd like to explain some of those. First of all, you say you want to stop giving money to the government because the government is broken. Well, something I want you to understand is that there's a difference between politics and government. I think everyone agrees that politics is broken. It's not necessarily government. There are some aspects of government that are broken, but that's only when politics has played a dominant role in determining that government policy. Okay? Politics has become infused with too much money and influence from wealthy people, lobbyists, political action committees. There's way too much money in politics, and the amount of money it takes to run a successful campaign nowadays, and the media just sucks up all that money. The media likes the political system just the way it is, okay? Because they make lots and lots of money selling advertising to political candidates, okay? So the media is definitely one of the most significant factors in the way politics has been broken in this country. Another one has been the Supreme Court with the Citizen United ruling, which said that corporations are people and money, corporate money, is free speech. Now, both those assertions are ridiculously insane. No person would, no one would ever believe that a corporation is a person. You can't put one in jail. You can't incarcerate one. They feel no pain. They have no conscience, okay? They are not people. They are not entitled to rights. And moreover, the amount of secrecy, we grant individuals privacy because we do not want individuals to be subjected to mob rule. But when you turn it on its head, a corporation, when you give a corporation privacy, the corporation will use that privacy not to protect itself against mob rule, but to engage in activities that it doesn't want the public to know about, okay? So corporations, any large organization, you name it, any social organization that has a leadership is very likely to engage in activity that it doesn't want people to know about if it feels it's entitled to that privacy. So there's too much money in politics, and we need to reform politics, the way in which our representatives are elected, okay? But government can be very beneficial. Government, when government fulfills the will of the people, it can do a large amount of good. Now, I'm not saying that government should do everything. That is wrong. I don't believe government should do everything, but there are some things that the private sector cannot do. The private sector, there's no interest in donating to the public infrastructure. When you create a better environment for business by investing in the public infrastructure, everyone benefits. It's not a private individual who benefits. Making those investments where everyone benefits, you can't find a private individual who'd be willing to make that investment, okay? That's just common sense. There are just some things that you cannot do in the private sector that have to be done in the public sector, and vice versa, you know? The two have to coexist. It's a hybrid system, okay? Capitalism is a game. It's a game, and it's up to government to make sure that the rules of the game are kept fair and that everyone has equal opportunity, and that we don't end up with an end game where we end up with a lot of very powerful corporate monopolies ruling over us, okay? So, getting the money out of politics, very, very important. The second thing I wanted to address was this idea that the Tea Party and the Occupy movement have much in common. As far as I can tell, the Tea Party movement are basically a bunch of useful idiots for the right wing. When Fox News says, oh, you should hate Obamacare, you should hate socialized medicine, the Tea Party goes off to town halls and starts disrupting the meetings, okay? They're idiots. They are idiots, useful idiots, what Lenin would call useful idiots for the right wing. They're not thinking at all. They're reactionary, okay? And they have very little in common with the Occupy Wall Street. They haven't suffered nearly as much at the hands of the police. They show far less dedication in terms of being willing to camp out there. They were bussed by Dick Armey and his Political Action Committee. They were co-opted by the right wing. The Tea Party, while it may have started out as grassroots by Fox News viewers, was quickly co-opted by the right wing and bussed from one event to the other. And Fox News was more than willing to televise any Tea Party event, no matter how insignificant, okay? So the Occupy movement is fundamentally different. It's fundamentally different. And I don't see, unless we educate the Tea Party, that they're ever going to come around to our way of viewing things, you know. And you know, if they're addicted to Fox News, you know, good luck. Good luck changing their minds. Okay, you know, I'd be more than happy if more of them want to see the light and understand that they're being manipulated by those in power. But you know, the ego of these people defends against any sort of guilt or blame for their own condition. Okay, for it won't allow them to accept the truth. Okay, you have to understand that about people. Their ego will defend themselves against the truth. Okay, so good luck with those people. So anyways, that's all I'm going to say for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.